Sweet Tea is finally revealing the truth, and it seems like the drama behind the scenes of Married to Medicine is even more intense than what we see on TV. After months of speculation, backstabbing, and shocking revelations, Sweet Tea is opening up about what really happened between her and Dr. Mimi. Fans are in complete shock as the details unfold, and the biggest question remains: was Sweet Tea set up from the very beginning? According to Sweet Tea, her friendship with Dr. Mimi was never real. She claims that she and other cast members were asked to invite Mimi and her husband, Dr. Steve, onto the show, meaning they were not naturally a part of the group. If this is true, it raises serious questions about how much of what we see on reality TV is actually authentic. Sweet Tea originally thought Dr. Mimi was on her side. She was one of the few people who encouraged her and gave her advice when things got rough. But as the season progressed, fans began noticing inconsistencies. Dr. Mimi would support Sweet Tea in group settings, but say completely different things about her in confessionals. In private interviews, Mimi was seen criticizing Sweet Tea, saying she was too sensitive for the group and not a good fit for the dynamic. This was shocking because, to Sweet Tea's face, Mimi had acted like a supportive friend. Fans took to social media, calling out Dr. Mimi for being two-faced and fake, but things only got worse from there. Sweet Tea revealed that there were talks behind the scenes about setting her up to look crazy. She claims that certain cast members, including Dr. Mimi, had planned for her to film therapy-like scenes at Mimi's office, making it seem like she was unstable. The goal, according to Sweet Tea, was to create a storyline that would damage her reputation. If this is true, it's not just shady, it's outright manipulative. Imagine trusting someone, thinking they have your best interests at heart, only to find out they were plotting against you the entire time. Fans were furious when they heard this. Many took to Instagram and Twitter to express their anger, saying that Dr. Mimi had fooled everyone. People started questioning if the entire season was planned from the start to make Sweet Tea look bad. One fan wrote, "The way these women move is crazy," while another commented, "Sweet Tea walked into a setup and is just now realizing it." At first, it seemed like Dr. Mimi was the only person who supported Sweet Tea, but over time, that changed. Mimi started getting closer to the original cast members, including Quad Webb, who had been openly against Sweet Tea since the beginning. Quad made it clear that she didn't want Sweet Tea on the show, even going as far as threatening to leave if Sweet Tea stayed. Instead of standing by Sweet Tea, Mimi slowly distanced herself, making it seem like she was aligning with the rest of the group instead. Fans started wondering if Mimi was just protecting her own spot on the show. If she sided with the OGs, she had a better chance of staying relevant and securing her place in the group. Reality TV is a tough game, and sometimes loyalty takes a back seat when it comes to survival. But this wasn't just about friendships. Sweet Tea claimed that the entire production was also involved in setting her up. Sweet Tea accused the producers of deliberately editing scenes to make her look bad while portraying others as victims. Editing manipulation is nothing new in reality TV, but Sweet Tea suggested something even worse, that producers were actually encouraging cast members to go against her. If that's true, it means she never really had a fair chance. Many reality stars have spoken about how production can twist narratives, but Sweet Tea wasn't staying silent. She made it clear that she saw what was happening and wasn't going to play along. Now, the big question is, what happens next? Will Sweet Tea stay on the show despite everything? Or will she decide that the drama isn't worth it and walk away? She came into this show expecting a fresh start and a new sisterhood, but instead, she has had to fight for her place every step of the way. Walking away might seem like the best option, but it could also give her haters exactly what they want. Sweet Tea has already proven that she's not one to back down. If she leaves now, it might validate what the other women have been saying about her not belonging. On the other hand, if she stays, she'll have to deal with even more drama, especially if production and cast members continue to push her out. Some fans believe she should leave for her own peace of mind, while others think she should stay to prove everyone wrong. One thing is for sure, the drama is far from over. Sweet Tea has made it clear that she's going to tell her side of the story, and she won't let anyone silence her. If she does stay on the show, the next season could be even more explosive. With Quad possibly leaving and the group dynamics shifting, there's a chance that Sweet Tea could finally get the respect she deserves. But if the producers and cast members are truly working against her, it might be impossible for her to ever get a fair shot. As we reflect on everything that has been revealed. It's clear that Sweet Tea has been through a lot. She thought she had a real friend in Dr. Mimi, but the confessionals showed a different story. There were plans to make her look unstable, and production may have been involved in pushing certain narratives. The biggest question remains: was Dr. Mimi ever truly Sweet Tea's friend, or was she always playing both sides? What do you think? Was Sweet Tea set up from the start, or is this just how reality TV works?